This is WCC. I am Chewie, and welcome to the showcase. So every great fighter has to start somewhere, and this is it as we enter the Gauntlet. You're about to watch a fight pulled straight from our Brutal Contender series, highlighting some of the most promising fighters in the scene. The Gauntlet is that place where prospects make their name, and fighters come by to show us while they're already on the big stage. It's time to see who shows out and rises to the occasion. But first, our tale of the tape. We've got Boston Sinclair in the red corner, coming back after his fight of the night performance against Zion in our first ever fight night. Don't let that O on his record fool you, that was a banger of a fight. He's facing off against a debuting Sage, who, even though this is his debut, he wanted the best of the best, and I gave it to him. Boston is no slouch out there, and he is coming in with a 5-inch reach advantage. For a man that already knows how to play the distance well, that could be devastating for Sage. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to use his head movement to close that distance, get in and rip the body, because he wants this up close. Boston, he might want to play the range here, or maybe he wants to prove something, get into the pocket, start winging those hooks in. He was a little averse to that kind of fighting style against Zion, and it may have cost him that fight in the third round. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments he's been making, because he has been training, guys. Let's get to the fight. Here we go. We have a debuting Sage in the blue corner. Boston Sinclair coming out of the red here. Fresh off of his fight of the night performance in our first ever fight night WCC. Let's see if this debut from Sage puts his name on our radar as he opens with a monster right hand to the chin of Sinclair here. Sinclair's been working on his form, guys. He was excited to come back into here, and he's throwing combinations out at the start. He was very passive at the start of his fight night performance. It does not seem to be the case here. He still has that guard up, trying to protect that chin right now. Straight shots, jabbing, circling into his power hand, which is dangerous, but still. Ooh, and he eats a left hook. Somebody might go down if we keep swinging like this. These are punches and bunches from both of these guys right now. Beautiful combinations from Boston, man. He is pouring it on. Body, head, body, head. Look at this. Straight shots at a distance. Hooks to the body up close. He's got a very interesting guard. Leans forward almost, posture-wise, making that body difficult to get to. It is an odd stance, but it does make that body hard to get at a distance. And with his up front, elbows tucked guard. Headset bout fell. Boston showing respect there. Eats a right hook for his trouble, though. Sage looked to have been rocked there for a moment. He is connecting in the clinch here. If he can stay in close, he might cause some problems for Boston. These winging right hooks to close the distance are not going to be the answer to this puzzle here for Sage. Ooh, nice head movement, slipping out, rolling under that right hand again. Very nice defensive adjustments from Sage as we reach the latter half of this first round. I'd like to see him put some shots at the end of those slips, though, as he is right now. He's got Boston up close. This is where he wants him. Boston has kind of settled back offensively. I say as he's got him rocked right now. Good first round from both fighters. Where is this aggression coming from? Out of the red corner, Boston. Combinations. Whenever he's the one being pressured, he's throwing counter hooks in there. Look at that. Check right hooks rocking him. Very interesting switch up from Boston Sinclair, but Sage in there tearing into that midsection. Whenever he's throwing punches, he's usually 4 or 5 in a row chasing him. Defensively toward the end of the fight, making adjustments here. Look at that beautiful head movement, rolling under there, a check left hook at the end, putting punches after it. It's going to be interesting if this pressure is going to break Boston or if he makes some adjustments with his footwork here.
Okay, get ready.
We're entering round 2 of what has been a very technical bout so far. Boston Sinclair came out aggressive in that first round, settled back, relying on his good defense to end the round there. Looks like he's been working on his counter-striking. Nice jab, circling out, using his footwork. Oh my goodness, slipping under that right hand was Boston. Beautiful work. Some of these shots are getting through for our debuting fighter here in Sage, but he is eating more shots than he is delivering, and I've seen him with an ugly face quite a bit. Boston might get his first knockdown here if Sage isn't careful. He needs to adjust. That's one thing I love about B3. These are not haymakers, but these are just crisp technical strikes from Boston that are rocking him. They don't even look that hard. But if you've got technique, B3 does reward that. And in my opinion, it also gives you a glass chin, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. Oh, Sage is finding success. Go into that midsection right now. Trying to slip off that center line. He still got caught. That was good head movement. Boston just read it beautifully. Stuck him with a 1-2. Sage trying to use his footwork. Oh, slipping under. 1-2. Slip again and a 2 behind it. Nice combination here from Sage. Left hook to the liver there. I caught that. Marching forward. The volume here. Still got a minute to work. But he is trying to take over this second round with volume alone. These body shots, he's finding a home for these in this second round. Big right hand for Boston coming in there. He's starting to hop around. Look at that footwork. Sticking that jab out there. Oh my goodness, the damage added up. Sage goes down with 30 seconds to go in this second round. My goodness. Boston just pulled ahead. Right when Sage was finding success, it looked like he had that ugly face there on for a minute. I was wondering if it was just his character model. Oh, and he goes down again. A beautiful right hand for Boston Sinclair. As the clapper sounds, that is devastating for Sage.
Okay?
Devastating into the second round. Our blue corner fighter is fighting some demons right now. That is a crushing into the round there. One where he started strong. Look at these combinations again. Trying to break Boston, who just refused to go down. He utilized his footwork to circle out. That was not the only adjustment, but look at these combinations. Ripping 5, 6, 7 punches in a row. Varying his targets is Sage. It just was not enough. Look at the footwork getting in here from Boston. The other adjustment he made is counter-striking. At least the heft he put behind it. Dropping him with a right hand there as Sage tried to cut inward, but that wasn't it. Circling around, double jab, a straight right the moment he got up. My goodness. Circling around, finding the opening, and throwing. Here we go, going into this third round. Let's see if Sage wants it. He's smacking those gloves together, man. A devastating end to that second round. Oh, and he is pouring it on. Volume My man went and found a mouthpiece so he could bite down on something and just charge forward, it looks like. And that's what he needs. 2 knockdowns for Boston Sinclair. A new and improved Boston Sinclair here in this gauntlet bout. Technique. Beautiful technique from Boston here. He's shown that that fight of the night was not a fluke. Beautiful combinations here, and he's got him hurt. Slipping in uppercuts, shots to the body, hooks off the end of the brakes here in the clinch. Some good head movement. He's still getting caught. Sage is having some success too. He's going to have to rely on that footwork here. This is a war here in this third round. A lot of these hooks are getting through. Boston's hands are getting a little low. It looks like he's got lead in his gloves now as we get into the later half of this last round. Sage's hands are a little slower. And he is eating shots right now. These body shots are adding up for Boston Sinclair. If he can get another knockdown, that could all but end this fight. Beautiful head movement for Boston, rolling under a lot of these hooks right there, keeping that guard up, circling out in the clinch. Realizing he was adjusting his headset, taking his foot off the pedal there. The footwork from Boston here is the highlight right now. The volume from Sage as well. He's giving it everything he's got, dude. He is going for it. He is not settling back. He knows he's down on the scorecard. He has 1 minute left to work. 55 seconds to give up something here. He is exhausted. Look at his arms. The volume alone. Boston's going to have to get some respect here. My goodness. Winging on these shots. Circling away is Boston Sinclair. His footwork here has been the highlight for him. He's pivoting on that lead foot. Playing it at range. Sticking that jab out, and he goes down again. Sage hits the canvas in this third and final round.
6, 7,
15
8.
seconds.
You okay?
He's going to need a flat-out KO to get this done.
Get ready. Let's go.
He's pouring it on.
Stop.
Whew. We have to give it up for our blue corner fighters here. Sage with an insane amount of volume in this third and final round. He wanted it, man. He wanted it. He came out there in that third round, down 2 rounds possibly, and left it all in there. Nothing in the tank at the end of this. You could tell in the last 30 seconds, he just punched himself out. Combinations, chasing Boston around in circles there. Boston could barely catch a breath, but defensively, he was very aware, able to mitigate some of this damage, and in the end, look at the exhaustion from Sage here, and it just left him wide open for another right hand there. All but sealing this. Three knockdowns for Boston Sinclair, a new and improved fighter here in the Gauntlet.
The red corner.
No surprise here, guys. Boston coming out with his first win in WCC in a big way. Sage now rocking that same record Boston had when he came in here, but do not let that 0-1 fool you. This was a hard-fought battle out of the blue corner here. 3,200 damage, almost 15k in that second round. He just got dropped twice. Boston is a very technical fighter, but somewhere along the path, man, he got that power. Look at that second and third round, over 1530 on each round. That is an insane amount of damage back to back like that at the end of these are 3-minute rounds, guys. Sage was exhausted by the end of this, getting dropped with another right hand. Boston getting max points out here, already a very technical striker, putting power behind it now. That is a dangerous prospect for everyone else in the warpath here. But hey, I don't know what the ceiling is for Boston, but we're going to find out together as we edge closer into our second fight night, which will be announced soon. But hey, if you want to be a part of the production of that, if you want to be a part of the staff here at Warpath Combat Championships, we always have spots open. If you're an editor, a commentator, if you want to help run the Gauntlet itself and matchmake some of these fights along with us, we have links to the Discord in the description below. Come be a part of this and let's build something for the community together here. But until next time, guys,